guys, so in this video we are going to be going over the top 5 cars under $10,000 that are fast and fun and have no Game Pass in Greenville. So yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so starting off with number 1, we have our sedan. So I'm going to do one sedan, one hatchback, and then one coupe, and then we'll also have a truck and then another type of body style, which may be another sedan or whatever. So yeah, but starting off, this is the Chevy Cobalt SS, and this is the sedan model. You can also get this in the coupe for, I think it's actually a little bit less money, so I recommend doing that. It looks better and it's kind of cooler, but if you really need those 4 seats, if you're RPing with a friend, this is definitely a good option. This thing does 145 miles an hour, I believe, or something around that, so it's definitely a good car. But pretty much this car, I think it's just under 10K. Now let's see. Yeah, so it's about 9K, I think, because 85% of what the value you get. So yeah, but looking at the car, it's modeled all right. Like, if we look at these taillights, they look all right. They're not like 3D or whatever. I'd say this car could use for an update, but grills look all right. Like, the car's dated, but it's an all right car if you just want it, and it's kind of a cool RP car. So yeah, let's hop on in and listen to the startup on it. Startup, it's nothing really special. This is a little 4-cylinder supercharged motor, so it's nothing really special. Yeah, let's listen to this with some revs. This also does have a supercharger. Sadly, we do have a soft limiter, but we can bypass that by just putting it into manual mode, dropping into first gear, and then you see. Let's also just do the lights again. Yeah, they look dated, but it's kind of all right. Yeah, the lights. I also got this one in the white color. No automatic headlights, so just keep that in mind. But it does have the new high beam lighting system, and it does also have the new fog light system. That's pretty good. Overall, I like this car. Let's look at the signal lights. And right. Yeah, overall this car looks alright. It's not super good, but again, we're not doing this for the looks of the car, more or less for the speed. So yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's start it here. We're gonna launch it with the traction on. And it also revs to about 70. So let's put it into manual so we can rev it all. Since this road is pretty long this way, you should have to move out. It's not the fastest accelerating car, I can tell you that. And I'm pretty sure the this car also doesn't have any of the AE. I mean, it is also from 2006. So yeah, let's move on to our second car though. Also, here's the horn. I completely forgot to do it. Alright, so guys, for our second car is going to be the Volkswagen Scirocco. So this car is pretty cool. It's not offered in North America, but this is just a 1.4 model. It's the GT Tech with the 1.4 TSI. And you guys may be saying, oh my god, it's a 1.4 liter, it must be so slow. My dad owns the exact same car, or not this exact same car, but it's a Golf, and it has the same motor. And I'm telling you guys, I'm not going to disclose how fast it can go, but it's pretty quick. So I'm just gonna say that. These 1.4 liters are not really anything to joke about. They're actually pretty fast. So yeah, let's look around this car though. This is a more newer model car. I'm pretty sure, like modeled in general, like 3D modeled in game than the Cobalt, and of course it is a 2013 model instead of a 2006, I think was the last car. I don't have very good memory, but yeah, let's look around. So kind of looks like a bubble, so it's kind of cool looking. It's on the same platform as the Golf, but it's just a little wider, like shorter and stuff. It's pretty cool. It's kind of like the sportier model of the Golf, and this car in game is exactly $10,000. I believe the top speed is 134. We'll test that out in a second here. But yeah, let's look at the back here. Taillights looking good. The black Wolfsburg or Volkswagen badge in game looks really good. Or Wolfsburg in game, Volkswagen in real life. My bad. Looks really good. I did not see if that other car had the light up brakes. I'm pretty sure it did. I don't remember. And then the wheels on this car looking pretty good. Again, the wheels on the last car, in my opinion, don't look very good. Looks like this car should also have the fog lights. Grill, it doesn't have to be true. I don't know if that's easier to see down in the comments, but yeah, let's hop in this car and see what it's like. I completely forgot to get the time, so that again. I don't know what's going on in the exhaust. But yeah, starter sound, I don't like the beeping, but that's alright. This is a turbocharged motor, but it sounds supercharged, so I do not know what's going on. But yeah, it sounds alright. I don't like the starter sound. Yeah. Also rev it all the way out with 6 outside cam rev on set here to record on and like the Golf though, or the Sirocco I should say, in my opinion. Yeah, let's also test the horn. I completely forgot to do lights for you guys, so no high beams and no fog lights. So I guess it hasn't been modeled for the new lighting system yet. Signal lights, front are right here, and the mirrors are pretty nice. These little ambers in the back. Yeah, that is our little hatchback or coupe, we could almost call this, but I'm gonna say it's the hatchback. And yeah, let's move on to our next vehicle. Alright guys, so here is our next vehicle. This is the Infiniti G37. So this car as well is pretty fast, pretty nice, and the most important thing, it is under 10K and has no game pass. So that's pretty cool. It is the 2004 model, so it is the older model. I'm pretty sure they have the 2006 in game too. But the 4 is how you're gonna get it under that $10,000 mark. And for you guys that don't know, and you hate on G37s and stuff, this car actually has the same motor and powertrain and kind of like everything as the Nissan 350Z. So the 350 in the game is like $13,000. So if you want this car instead of the 350Z, or like you just don't have the money or whatever, then this is definitely a good 350Z alternative. It can probably do donuts if I were to guess, so we can test that. From the back, it has cool presence because it's got 2 exhaust tips, and overall the car doesn't look that bad. It does look a little dated in my opinion, but that's really just my opinion. If you guys like it, yeah, but the car does look dated, but it's pretty basic. I kind of like it. The body line right here looks nice and stuff. Yeah, let's hop in now and start it up. Sounds pretty good. Let's give it a little rev. Pretty nice. also didn't happen to see if the previous car had the light up brakes either, so that's kind of random. But here, let's see if we can do a donut. Third gear, traction off, rev it up. Oh, we were close. I think we can do it. I think we can do it, guys. If I checked the previous car's horn. If I didn't, I'm sorry about that, guys. Tail lights look really cool at night, though. Like the dots, in my opinion, look really cool. So yeah. Let's check the signal lights as well. Looks nice. Looks nice. The front looks pretty nice. Hazards, kind of the same. Just like the same. And yeah. And then you can obviously see the headlight. And we do have no high beams, sadly. And I don't think we have fog. Yeah. Let's move on to our next vehicle. Alright guys, so here is our next vehicle. And I also am going to put the stats up on the screen. I forgot to mention that earlier of all these vehicles. But yeah. So here's our next vehicle though. And this is the Chevy Silverado 1500. And we are finally at trucks. So for all you truck people, shut up. We got here. Okay? So yeah. We are at trucks now, and this is the 2006 Chevron 1500, also known as the Chevy Silverado 1500. So yeah, it's a pretty nice truck. This one's the single cab. It goes for about $8,000. It does 129 miles an hour, which is more than enough in a truck. So yeah, this truck looks pretty nice though. Overall, I think this just got a fresh remodel not too long ago. So yeah. I got it in the sandy color, but there's a multitude of colors, which we'll see in the future, or in a little bit, I should say. As well as we have some different wheels on here, color match bumper, kind of. And yeah, let's start it up though, and we'll see. It's a V8, guys. Are you impressed? Oh my goodness, it's a V8. Yeah. Starting it up. Like the weakest horn in the world. Uncle Roger's gonna say, "Why you so weak?" But yeah. Let's also do the blinkers, off down, and then back, signal lights. Turn the lights on. They are automatic, but we have no high beams and also no fog lights. Also, I can say that it get up to speed. So, watch it. It revs to 6,000 exactly. And the traction is about launch. Okay, the acceleration is very high. On to our fifth and final vehicle. Alright guys, and here is our third and final car. So the stats should have been up on the screen a second ago. But yeah, here it is. This is the, I don't even remember what this is called in real life. I think it's called the Chevy HHR. And it was a terrible flop. It kind of came out alongside like the PT Cruiser and the Plymouth Prowler. So yeah, it was kind of like a muscle, like hot rod kind of thing. But yeah, I'm going to include this one because it is the panel sides. So I'm going to call this category vans. Yeah. You never thought there would be such thing as a fast van? Well, there's a bunch of them, and this is definitely one of them. So yeah, this is the Chevy SS HHR. I don't know if this is actual thing in real life, but I'm love to believe if it was. Yeah, let's just look around it for a second. I find these actually look pretty cool. Definitely need, as AR12 would say, some engine spacers. But yeah, we also, our game's going crazy in here. Have these taillights. They're kind of weird and kind of outdated, but nobody drives this car, so nobody gives a crap. So yeah, now looking at the wheels, I'm kind of speed running this information, but yeah, now looking at the wheels, 5-spoke, nice and clean. The front looks kind of weird and kind of scary, so yeah, we're not gonna look at that any longer, or I'm gonna get nightmares about the freaking Chevy HHR. Yeah, now looking at the back though, looks pretty nice, and yeah, let's get in. I just freaking turned into Eminem, guys. This car, I am warning you, does shoot flames, so I'd say probably turn your volume down because it's gonna pop and it's not gonna be quiet. So yeah, let's listen to this. The flames look so stupid and they're so obnoxious to be coming out of this car. I actually love this car. So yeah, let's turn on the lights though. Kinda alright. Blinkers, alright. Alright, I don't know what these lights are for. This one. Yeah, let's get out of the garage here. And I think this thing is sensitive to 140 miles. Also, it is front-wheel drive. So it's also a supercharged 4-cylinder. Yeah, I don't know why I said that so aggressive. 3, 2, 1. Reps to again 6,000 RPM. Yeah, this is the last and final car, and it's kind of the funniest one in my opinion as well. But yeah, without further ado, we are now going to be going into all the stats of these cars in the dealership. Alright, so guys, we are now in the dealership, and we are going to be comparing all the stats and looking at all the stats of every car in this video in the dealership. So yeah, why don't we start off with the car I just talked about, the Chevron VRX or the Chevy HHR. It was the SS panel model right here, and you can also get it in just the SS, so it's kind of like a wagon. So I could have made that category wagon as well, but I found that it was kind of cooler having it as being, I don't even know what I'm saying, vans. So yeah, SS panel though, looking kind of cool. And the specs of this car: 180 horsepower, it's 2,991 pounds, front-wheel drive. It's a 2-seater, but if you go for the SS, it's a 5-seater, so yeah. And then we also have 180 horsepower, if I didn't already say that myself, and then 25 miles per gallon, and it was $9,000, so it does fit under that $10,000 mark we were going for in this video. It also comes in a multitude of colors, so red, blue, Victory Red, very, very Chevy, blue flash metallic, Cardinal Red metallic, Silverstone metallic, and I'm not going to go through all of them because you can see them right there. Sandy color looks kind of cool though. Now, let's go to the second one. And here's our other car, and this is the fastest car on the video. It does 147 miles an hour. Yeah, this is the 2004 El Grand Horizon, and as I was saying, you can get the 2006, but to be under that $10,000 mark, you need the 04. So yeah, there's the base and the premium, and then the premium aero package. You're gonna need the base to be able to get that under 10K, but you can of course go for the other ones if you have the money. So 147 miles an hour, 280 horsepower, and it has 22 miles per gallon. This car is a little heavier because it is kind of more of a luxury car than the HHR, and that HHR was also like a van. So yeah, This car is 3,512 pounds, four-wheel drive, or rear-wheel drive, my bad. And then it also has 4 seats, which is kind of cool, so you can still fit all your friends in the back and front of this car. Yeah, now to our next one. Alright guys, so this is the first car we did on the list, and it is the Chevron Zafiro, or Zafiro, however you want to say it, and it's 2006. It is $9,100, and it also goes 148 miles an hour, so it was actually faster than the G37. That is incredible. So yeah, that's kind of cool. But again, same weight as the HHR, which it doesn't really surprise me. The HHR was probably on the same platform as this, if I were to be like guessing. So yeah, this car is also front wheel drive, seats 5, it's 26 miles per gallon, 205 horsepower, and 148 miles an hour, and comes in a multitude of colors, like I forgot to mention about the other car. Yeah, now for our last car, which was a hatchback, and it was, what car was it? Let's try and remember. It was the 2013 Sprint Tornado, 131 miles an hour, multiple trims, so you can always get faster. For the R model, yeah, so if you set 25k, you could be even faster, but sadly I chose tech. So that one's actually faster than the Tech GT AdBlue though, because it's a TDI motor. Yeah, 10k exactly, so the most expensive car on this list, but again, comes in a multitude of colors. For some reason it comes in brown, which they're calling gray. But yeah, the specs are good. 36.8 miles per gallon, so the best fuel economy on this list so far. And 130 horsepower, 131 miles per hour, and it's also 3,091 pounds. It's a front-wheel drive vehicle, and it has 4 seats. So yeah, that's all the cars though. If I can remember, what's that? All 5? I don't know what. Oh, I forgot to mention the truck, guys. My bad. All the truckers are gonna get really mad at me in the comments now. Yeah, let's go over the truck. So the truck was this. It was the Chevron Protoro, and it's the first one that's actually there. It's the LS 4.8 single cab. It does 129 miles an hour, 15.5 miles per gallon, yada yada yada. It does weigh a lot more though. It's almost 5,000 pounds. It's just rear-wheel drive, so you can probably do donuts in this one too. It's just a 2-seater, but if it was the 70s again, we'd put people in the back of the truck, but we can't do that anymore. I wish you could do that in Greenville. That would be a cool feature. But yeah, also 295 horsepower, so the most horsepower on the list because it's a big V8. But yeah, a multitude of colors as well. But yeah, that's all the cars. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.